Well, not. The Pelicans lost again. 104-93. We go get.
But what else is new?
What else is new?
First took away. Gas for this. Get your money's worth out.
Oh man, what else is new, man? We got 5. We got Chaz. We got Ross in the building. You know what I'm saying? Before we get into that, though, we got to talk about this. Rest in peace, Ricky Henderson, baseball giant. You know what I'm saying? 3,055 hits, 510 doubles, 66 triples, 297 home runs, 1,100 RBIs, 1,400 stolen bases, 2,295 runs scored. Man, come on, man. What we doing? Ricky Henderson, I used to play triple play baseball, man. That's the reason I got into baseball, because of Ricky.
One of the coolest baseball players you ever meet. The surefire Hall of Fame, first ballot. You know what that is? Probably your best leadoff hitter ever, right? Ricky Henderson had a game where he went 0 for, right? But he had 5 ABs, never got a hit, but had 5 runs. He scored 5 times in a baseball game where he didn't even have a hit. Elite.
Damn.
Elite.
It's been a tough decade for sports, bro. Like we got to just get out the 20s. Like, it's been tough. It's been rough. Shit.
It's tough out here, man. But one more thing before we get into the show. Shout out to Lala, man. Lala made me Lala and Justin, man, and Ross, man. Appreciate y'all for everything. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got that's exactly. Yeah, man, I seen that water bottle, man. I seen the notebook. Like, bro, come on, man. I was trying to make a gangster cry, but that's crazy.
No, I didn't use like half the stuff already.
Bro, they brought me this one.
You see what I'm saying?
Come on, man. Like, we appreciate y'all, dog. Shout out to Ross, Lala, Justin. We appreciate y'all. And shout out to Coach Knapp.
Championship coach Knapp.
Yeah,
we gotta talk about good basketball before we talk about the bad.
Championship coach Knapp.
Coach Knapp winning. Go ahead, Ross.
No, I'm saying I went and caught that game. Knapp was there. Khakis.
Khakis
with the professional pullover.
Clean shaven.
Oh yeah. Always.
First one in the building last month.
Oh yeah. But doing their thing, man. Yeah, they got another championship, so good for them.
Yeah, man. Well, I guess we got to talk about bad basketball now. So, New Orleans Pelicans lost again. I don't know how many losses that is in a row. I can't even remember.
6
in a row.
How many? What's the number, Chaz? I feel like you said it last game. Like, what is it, like 18 to 21 or something like that?
I think
Some
they
crazy
lost like their last shit. I think they lost their last 22 out of 24. If I'm not mistaken. Shit, Justin need to walk up to the old boy like, "Hey, you Willie? Get out the gym. Get your ass out of here."
The fact that they kicked the best coach out the gym, and they the worst coach in the gym.
Lito not even joking.
Not even joking. It's debatable. Like,
that's a shame.
It's
goddamn shame.
Yeah, man. So them boys lost again. Tonight Trey Murphy was your high scorer again, actually. 26 points on 11 to 18, 3 of 8 from 3. He had 2 blocks. He had 2 assists, and he had 6 rebounds. I mean, I'm struggling on what to talk about. I ain't gonna lie, because it's not a lot of highlights. It was a close game at one point. I will give them that. They had a lot of fight. And much like fighting, this program is brought to you by the Scott Vicknair Injury Lawyers. Have you been injured in any kind of accident, car, truck, 18-wheeler, or hurt offshore? Scott Vicknair handles it all. Give them a call, y'all. 504-500-1111 for a free consultation. Yes, a free consultation. They always fight for the win. And much like a free consultation, we'll give y'all tonight. What is it that broke down from it being a close game to it being 104-90? Like, how I didn't catch the end of the game, so I didn't see it. I was very, I saw the first 2 quarters, saw the third quarter. What happened in y'all eyes to where this game got away from the Pelicans?
The Knicks just didn't they just didn't lay down, right? Like I think they just started playing a little bit better. Jalen Brunson was like, all right, I got this. Don't trip. And then when you just start seeing like one guy just take over a basketball game, start creating for himself, start getting other people involved, everything else fell apart for the Pelicans. Like, oh, the other team start playing now. We can quit. We can go ahead and quit. And then Brunson alone probably almost felt like a 20-point swing. And the Pelicans just kind of laid down after that.
I only caught the second half because, like I said, I was at the Naps game, but this seemed like the right on script. Like, well, I shouldn't say that. The Pelicans have two scripts. The first is just your traditional get down by 20 in the first quarter, basically the Rockets game. This one seemed like the other script. We got two very distinct scripts where it's like you're up at halftime and the other team makes adjustments. You don't usually get blown out in the second half. Like, right on key, right, So that, I mean, I guess I didn't see the first half, but this felt very on script of like, hung around in the first half and then just, come back out of the locker room and the other team make some adjustments. You can't get any stops, get killed in the third and fourth quarter, and like, all right, game's over.
Yeah. I felt like Willie Green lost this game in the third quarter, man. And it's funny because I thought in the first half this was the best game he had coached. The team was focused, played with a lot of defensive intensity. The refs were letting them play. The turnovers were there, but the Knicks were having just as many turnovers. Knicks couldn't score. Pelicans were lighting it up from behind the arc. Trey just had an incredible game all around. To me, I think it all, and not to mention, once Cat and Brunson came out of the game, the Knicks couldn't break the Pelican zone. The Knicks couldn't break the Pelican zone. Just couldn't do it. But once third quarter, Cat and Brunson's back in the game, everything changes. I think Willie Green gave up like a fucking 10-0 run or something. It was like, Willie, it's 2 points. Willie is tied. Willie, they got the lead. And then he calls timeout. Also, man, looking at that box score, bro, look. Oh, God. I think you just see there's very few people on this roster you should keep moving forward. And it's really it's really not much of a debate as it would seem. It was tough to watch today. It's tough to watch.
I want to stay there. That's a great point. That's a great segue into something that we can talk about that has nothing to do with this season, because there's nothing good coming out of this season. Who, I guess, Chaz, I'm gonna just return the question right back to you, and we'll get back to everybody else. Going forward, like, who do you want to see on this roster next year? Like, just like, who do you want to see?
If I'm just focusing on who's on the court, I think like right now it's Trey Murphy, Dejounte, and Brandon Boston. And the reason I say, to me, Dejounte and Herb is kind of questionable. I'm only focusing on the people who are on the court. I can't really think about nobody who ain't playing. But the reason why Dejounte and Herb is real questionable, because I'm looking at other teams, like you see the news with Fox. You see what the Suns going through. They down double digit. Well, they're down to Detroit right now. Miami just had an incredible, heartbreaking loss. I think you gotta take that salary in that Herb Jones contract, and you gotta go big game hunting, and really find some high level quality players. Because once Jalen Brunson didn't play bad in the first half. They was just trapping them. They were doing shit they never do. They were trapping them, getting the ball out of the best player's hands. Right? Like, they never do it, right?
Bro, I thought that was the craziest thing. I'm like, wait, you mean to tell me you know how to do that now?
The whole time.
Right? Time? Like, we're going to trap the guard and make the other people play, and then they're turning the ball over left and right. Like, it works.
And once they went away from that, bro, it was like Jalen Brunson showed you it's level. Like, ain't nothing Herb can do with me. Ain't nothing Dejounte can do with me. It ain't nothing y'all can do with me out here. It's levels, bro.
You know what's wild, Chaz? Like, he's not the fastest guy.
He's not. Just crafty, smart, skilled.
Oh my God, he's so smart. So smart. Left, right, man. Tween, get to his left. Like, he's going left. It's almost like no, I wouldn't say Zion, but like to that point, like he's going that way, and there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, I think his career arc from what you saw in Dallas, I never saw this from him. Like I never saw him.
Oh,
You know,
yeah, it was bad.
Lito, you know
What's
what's
that?
wild, bro?
What's up?
I called it. I saw it.
Okay.
Yeah. Me and I got a cousin, and I'll say, bro, if the Pelicans can try to get Brunson from Dallas before they let him walk, like I thought that was a possibility. Like, you can go after him, but that's when they still had Lonzo, if I'm not mistaken. You didn't know what you were gonna do there. I was like, this would be the guy. This is a backup to Luka. He's not gonna be the starter. He wants to be the starter. He could be the man. Give him as much money as you was gonna give somebody else, or even more than what the Knicks were gonna give him. Boom, you got it. No. And then you see what he turns into.
Devontae Graham.
Who do you see? Who I guess is your core going forward into 2025?
Just again, I'm gonna use Chaz's point. Like I'm not gonna talk about anybody that isn't playing, right? That if not
Sure.
now, all right. The ones that are on the course tonight, you probably got to keep at this point Trey for sure, Messi, Dejounte. I would like to see Jordan Hawkins still, just if we get a different coach. I don't think you'll be able to trade him based on the information that you know and the people around the league know. So allow you to build his value up a little bit more. But you'll probably move Herb because you can't move anybody else without attaching Herb to him. So that's kind of your bread and butter there. That's about it. Brandon Boston too.
Oh yeah.
Ross, what you got?
I mean, to be totally honest, to be honest, when we said this last show, for me, I mean, I guess other than Trey, there's really not an untouchable on the roster. But that's not your question. Your question is who's would I have here next year?
Yeah.
And to be totally honest, it's probably everybody but Brandon and CJ for me. Definitely not Brandon, but I would probably start looking to move off CJ too. Not really, because I think he plays all that bad. Although I think I think you're seeing a little bit of a fatigue start to set in. Whatever that was it maybe 4 games ago? He kind of emptied the clip against Sacramento or somebody and had
32 minutes tonight.
Yeah, but it feels like his last 3 games. There's been like whatever. I think was it 4 games ago? Whatever game he had like 38. I think it was the Sacramento game that we ended up losing by a couple points. When he played really well, but it feels like that burden that he's had to shoulder basically from the moment that he came back from injury, playing a ton of minutes. It seems like that may be catching up to him here this last week or so. But yeah, I mean, I think you free up space with Brandon and CJ and see what you can do with picks and everything else for next year. I mean, you're not really going to get anything for Zion right now. He's not playing. That's probably where I'm at. I'm underwhelmed right now, just incredibly underwhelmed. I mean,
let me ask y'all something. My bad, Rod.
Nah.
Go ahead, Lito.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was about to say, do y'all feel like certain guys have kind of hit the wall already? Like to me, I think Messi played 30 minutes, didn't really get any backup. I think Tice was out. You didn't see Trey Jemison, not that you needed to, but JRE only played 17. Do you think Messi's kind of hitting that wall, pause? Or to me, I think when he matches up against high level front court talent, you kind of see that he's a rookie, and he is a rookie, you know what I'm saying? And I think they kind of making a bit of a mistake with running them into the ground so early because you don't want him to lose his confidence. There was back-to-back plays, dog. There was back-to-back plays. Dejounte airballed a layup, right? Airballs a layup. The ensuing play, and Messi airballs a layup. I'm like, yo, all right, this is just, and this is in the first half. This is like in the second quarter. I'm like, y'all kind of just, y'all, I really don't need to see y'all play no more. I kind of know what this is about to be. Like, it's just y'all can just chill, run Antonio Reeves and Carlo out there. What do y'all think? Like, do y'all think guys kind of hit that proverbial wall right now and just want to go home for the holidays?
Speaking of just Messi in particular, like, it's hard. One, like he doesn't have like a head coach that's going to actually like develop him in a sense. I think the guys like the player development coaches have done a really good job of developing and getting him ready for just the style of basketball that the Pelicans play. But when you play against the elite centers in the NBA, that kind of dilutes itself, right? Like it got to be a little bit more than just energy that's going to get you through. Like some skill level, some high intellect is gonna need to happen for you to be successful against these guys. It can't be like, hey, just run really hard down the court and maybe you will beat them down the court. Like that's not necessarily going to work against a Karl Anthony Towns, even a Jared Allen of sorts. Like it's just not going to work that well. So I think that point, like, yeah, he's probably met a wall because he's just playing on energy. As we all know, energy alone is not going to get you through the NBA season. I think a lot of guys on the Pelicans roster kind of feel that way. Like, what skill level, what's going to actually get me through the season? Because your energy level is going to go up and down. It's going to fluctuate. Pause. Like, it's going to fluctuate. Yeah, man, get the likes up. It's going to fluctuate. But what sustainable, skill are you going to have to get you through the NBA season? I think that's important.
I mean, I think, I could see the young players in the wall. Like Brandon said in the end of last season, they playing out talent alone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot. There's no structure there. It's all faith-based. I feel like, I gotta say this, man. So we was giving credit to giving credit to another coach, but I think we got to give some credit for Messi to Darnell Lazare.
Shout out to Darnell, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to LSU guy. Thank you from Lafayette. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bob know how we feel about Lafayette.
Yeah, cool dude. I met him out there. He's solid, bro.
Yeah. I think that for me, as far as like roster construction goes, though, yeah, like everything for sale. I got 5 passports. Like I ain't never going to jail. It don't matter. It don't matter who out there. Like I'm willing. I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm listening. But I do think, as far as this team goes, I think you gotta for sure give Brandon and Zion, like you gotta give them their separation paper, just because like it's time for a fresh start from all parties.
Yeah. What you think, Ross?
I mean, I see the Jazz getting another win. That's important. That's really important. And the Grand's a huge dub for Utah. Good for them, man. Go ahead, keep stacking them wins up for us.
Yeah, man. Proud of y'all.
Yeah.
Salute.
Salute to them boys.
Yeah, go hard on them dudes. Pause. Salute.
They're playing the right way. Everybody playing the right way. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's so hard to take. And this is why I know we joke about it all the time, but like this for me is why I think you gotta fire Willie, because it makes it harder to even pause. It makes it more difficult. To judge talent, like to judge even your own talent, because when you get to this point in the season and you're 5-24, whatever we are, there's really no morale. There is no energy. This is when you need a coach. Like you've got to inject some new life or a new offense or new skills or new ideas. And Willie just doesn't have any. And so you're just seeing the same stale product and the same stale effort and the same mistakes and the same script. And it, like, no one's getting better right now. Not even like we give credit to Messi for his development, right? He looks better today than he did, at the beginning of the year, and kudos to him for that. But like, I question whether he's actually getting better from like a big picture basketball perspective.
Right.
And that goes for everybody else, right? Like you're just rolling the ball out there right now. You really have to make a change. I think for that reason alone, just so your players don't start getting worse. I mean, I don't know.
I think to me that's why even with now I would I would trade Dejounte this season, honestly. Like, and it's not because of what he's done on the floor, just because you ain't got no reason to keep him. Unless you're trying to say, well, you found a quality point guard on a good contract. You know who he's been, and everybody kind of stinks under Willie Green. But aside from that, that's why I give him a little bit of grace. I know he rushed back, but when I watch him, I'm like, yo, I don't know who this dude is. The handle is sloppy, pause. It just the jumper, the confidence ain't really there in the jumper. It's like all the jumpers are prayers, bro. Like, it's just even his bread and butter just don't look right. And talking about a guy that's not really prone to turnovers, it seemed like I think he only had about 2 or 3 tonight, but it seems like he had 10 because he took so many bad shots. The misses are just bad. You could just tell that, like, you could kind of write this one off for him, like this season off a little bit for him, because clearly that's not, the real Dejounte. But you see, we got a donation here. Appreciate you, D, with the 5-piece. Could David Griffin be trying to force the team out of New Orleans? I don't think so. David Griffin, if anything, he's trying to force himself out of New Orleans.
Yeah, I don't think he got that kind of power to.
Yeah, but
he wouldn't have any type of influence on that. But when I look at like some of the other pieces on the team, I can't explain why Jordan Hawkins only got 17 minutes tonight. I can't explain it. He was 3 from 6 from beyond the arc. That's some of the best shooting he's had this season, and you took him out the game. Boston, he's been a revelation, but he has his limitations. You're not supposed to be playing him too many minutes. Like, he's a rotational player, quality rotational player. But right now, it's just like you just don't have the talent, dog. It is rough.
Hey, I do want to talk about Dejounte. Dejounte, I think it could totally be me, but his shot looks different. Like, it looks like he's, I don't know, I can't even explain it, but he has not shot the basketball well. Obviously coming from, where we're on, but like, I think I asked last pod, but are y'all concerned about Dejounte?
Yeah, again, this ain't again, I'm with Chaz. Like, you can write this season off, bro. Like, he's dealing with some off the court stuff, right? And then he breaks his arm. Like, I think he breaks his shooting arm, if I'm not mistaken. Like, or hand.
Yeah. Was it a shooting hand he broke? I think it was, right?
I thought it was his left.
Left. It ain't his left.
I thought it was left.
I don't like that, but again, it still impacts your shooting.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you might be overcompensating for it, trying to it's not all the way healed, maybe, but overcompensating is mentally he's probably not into it. But I'm with Lito to that point. Like, the shot does not look the same. And also, he plays under Willie Green. Like, who has Willie Green made better? Like, there's no help there. So
we were told behind the scenes he rushed back at the behest of David Griffin. Because at that point they still had a chance. So I don't even know if he ever advanced to 5-on-5. Like, looking at his numbers, twice as many turnovers, averaging about the same amount of free throw attempts, but the shooting percentage across the board is drastically down. Not taking as many threes. Just across the board, he just looks like a fish out of water right now.
So you saying he didn't ramp up? Because they love the ramp.
Yeah, love the ramp up, return to conditioning. Nah, I don't. Honestly, they probably just was like, well, fuck it. We could just say it. He never really went through any of the protocols. They were just like, you think you can play? And I need you out there. And he just, there's some inside information. He just returned to the court.
Now, how does that go? How does this change for one player and nobody else has that kind of?
Well, that's the thing, Lito. We've heard, from behind the scenes that it seems like everybody has a different path to the court, right? There's no singular path, like everybody follows the same rules. No, everybody has a different path to getting back on the court. Some people skip the ramp-up period. Some people aren't even hurt. Like, it is what it is. You can just figure it out. If you're hurt, you can say you're hurt, and then whenever you're ready to play, you can just come back a few weeks, get ready to play. Like, there's no protocol to this.
Y'all think if they go 0-5 on this homestand, that's what I've been saying that for the last few days. Y'all think 0-5, Willie Green gone?
Bro, he trapped. He
Man.
trapped. He's not going nowhere.
Either way, it's a day late and a dollar short.
Either way, it's like
we're gonna be in April asking is you think he's gonna have like the Lakers, Suns,
crazy
back-to-back games type shit.
Frank, you know it takes a minute. Yeah, shout out to the privateers, man. Get Frank out here.
Shout out to the homie Javon Felix for getting the assistant coaching position at UNO, by the way. That's fire.
Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, man. I seen some questions in the chat. I tried to storm, but like I mean, there's obviously no basketball people want to talk about tonight. 250 people, 252 in here. I don't know what they're like.
My wife and middle son went to the game today. I'll pull this picture up to show you how much fun he had.
Damn.
I mean, it's just, even kids ain't having fun at the game anymore, man. Like,
man, I'm trying to understand, bro. Like, at this point, your hand is kind of forced through as like, all right, let me ask y'all this. So, do you, let's say with CJ in particular, because you probably could move off of CJ, right? At some point, somebody's gonna get hurt and somebody's gonna need a guard. You probably can't get a great return, but let's say you could probably move off of. Do you just say, look, man, just give me all the give me a second. Like give me an asset based package. That way I could put some salary together this offseason and then go get a guy. Because they still got to deduct the tax. Like, this is crazy. This Pelicans team is still a fucking tax team. It's crazy. It's a tax team.
That was a question I was about to ask. Literally, like, what would you do what would you do CJ? Like, what does a trade look like?
To me, like, of course, Cole Anthony want to go out and get fucking 35 points tonight. But if a team called and was like, look, man, I give you Kevin Huerter and Trey Lyles for CJ right now. If the Kings call, because they got the thing, I'm like,
I'll take it.
Yeah, and look, and give me a second, give me a couple seconds. I take that because I'm trying to put about 3 or 4 seconds together and a couple first, and I'm trying to go get a bona fide star to pair with whatever rookie we get, Dylan Harper, Flag, whoever. I'm trying to go get a bona fide real star, bro, because the talent disparity is just. It's insane with this team. Like, it's insane.
Chaz, quick question, bro. You've been tweeting about Flag and Harper and others. Who do you actually like the most?
Man, Flag being 17 kind of like impresses me because I'm like, he's leading the team in blocks, points, and rebounds as well.
Yeah. But
at the same time, I see a lot of, I don't know if you got time with Flag. And that's the thing. Like, if Dylan is there, to me, Ace is third or fourth. Dylan might be first. So it's a 1 or 2 situation. To my ideal scenario is the Pelicans end up second or something. No, third. The Pelicans end up third. No, here we are. Check it out. This is wild. Pelicans end up third. Somebody crazy, like let's say the Wizards got Flag, and Utah like, well, damn, Harper not coming here, like because his daddy just said he'll never play here. So Utah like, look, we need to get like Ace Bailey or something. What y'all want to do? We can't, can we give you a pick? Like, I just want somebody to buy the right to try to like move up and take the Pelican spot, and the Pelican still ends up with like a Dylan Harper or somebody like that.
All right. To that point, then you say that I don't want Griff making that decision.
Oh yeah, I don't want him making any decisions like that.
That's the only thing that I'm real iffy about. What the secure part is, like, if you get like a number 1 pick, is like you gotta take Harper. Like you gotta
do that.
You gotta do that off rip. I'd be nervous about Flag just with a simple point. Like, I don't know who our coach is. I think he's gonna need a lot of coaching to get through certain things. I think Dylan is more about like, all right, he got a father His father knows people. I think he can almost educate himself on how to be a
Championship
really
guy.
educate himself on how to be like a really good guard in the NBA. Flag is almost, I can see his ceiling being a 2-time All-Star, does everything for a team, doesn't necessarily like kill you with points, but just does everything, almost mimicking, I would say somebody like I would say Scotty, but he doesn't score enough points, but he does a lot of things. What you got?
I got an example. Crazy enough, Bleacher Report last week did a mock draft, and they had us at the number 2 pick, and they have us drafting Dylan Harper.
Right.
So the comp for Dylan Harper is a bigger Jalen Brunson.
I've seen that a lot as well.
Bigger? What do you like?
Because he's about 6.
Hey, they say he's 6'6", dog. They got
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
The only person that really scares me that way, like, yo, this could go bad, is Ace Bailey. Because he needs a strong foundation. To me, he got the highest upside of everybody. If it go right, it's gonna go really right. But if it go bad, you might have fucking Rudy Gay.
Bro, he has 5 assists in 267 minutes.
I saw a stat.
Ace?
I don't watch college basketball, but I did see a stat from, this is probably about a week ago, that he had taken, I think it was something like he had taken 5 times as many shots outside the paint as he had in the paint so far. Like he had attempted like 5 or 6 times as many jump shots as he had shots in the paint. And in college basketball, somebody 6'10" or whatever, like,
who does he remind you of?
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of him too. Like the more I watch him, I'm like, you too athletic, bro. Like he got all the defensive tools, he got all the athleticism. It's just between the ears for him. Like he gonna need a good quality coach and some years of nurturing. Borderline races. Like you got to go sit down for that. Like, all right, come out, buddy. You got to sit down for that. Like it's. I'm scared of him. I ain't gonna lie. He cold, in high school, but watching him in college, I've been terrified.
Yeah, I think Dylan is the surefire one that I take. Just the ability to, his hand. I think his handle's elite, right?
Yeah. So
that's what I'm saying. Like these guys got to have like one elite skill that is like you don't have to worry about that. That's what he has. That'd be the guy I'd have to kind of move towards.
Do y'all think Dylan and Flag could be a Paolo Jabari situation, to where Jabari was the clear cut number 1, and everybody was like, "Nah, fuck that. We taking Paolo." And at the time, it was like, "Why would you do that?" But in hindsight, it looked like it made sense. Now everybody, the clear cut number 1 is Flag, and somebody gonna say, "Nah, it's too close. I'm taking Dylan Harper." Like,
no offense, Ross. Like Cooper Flag is white. There's going to be some team that's going to think like we need the next Larry Bird, right? Like
next
Luka. That's going to be an idea. The fact that Jabari and Jabari, oh my God, what's the kid's name?
Apollo.
Like the fact that they black, okay, cool. We'll just take one or the other.
Him being 17 is the thing that's like, if you this good at 17, bro, if you go to Miami or somewhere, well, of course he's not gonna go to Miami, but if you went somewhere with a quality coach and you got, to me, the motherfucker can fall into the league and become Sabonis. Like, you know what I'm saying? To me, that's like he gonna fall into the league and he gonna just go be Sabonis. And it's like, can you become something that's like above that? Because that's a hell of a player. Sabonis is like all NBA in my opinion. Yeah. If you get to that next level, man,
it is like shout
out to the South Bronx, man. South Bronx.
Appreciate it, man.
It is funny to think about like Flag going. I mean, just because of how stereotypical it is, it's like funny to think about him going to Utah with Markkanen. But like at the same time, if they landed the first pick and paired Markkanen and Flag up with, you got Kessler, who obviously is hilarious because he's another like super pale white dude at center, and then they traded a bunch of those picks and went and got a legitimate guard, like a legitimate guard. They say Fox is available. People like if you went and got a legitimate guard to pair with those guys, would be like they could immediately become like a very interesting team. But yeah,
last year they was balling. Last year, like when they lose on purpose.
Dog, I think it's the most amazing thing in the NBA. These dudes really know how to lose.
Oh, they slick.
Like, I'm like, you know how good of a coach you got to be like, hit the downshift. We're gonna.
What's crazy? That's the wild part. Is like Willie only has the downshift. Like it's not like like he's mastered it.
We might be underestimating Willie Green. I ain't gonna lie. Willie Green might be a genius. Yeah, he might be a fucking genius.
I can't wait to tell him to clip that up.
Kaiser Sose, like what the fuck? Willie Green might be the smartest man on the bench.
We need another Roth game this year.
It's fucked up, bro. Like, so what y'all seeing from Trey? I mean, to me, Trey is becoming just as much of a threat to put the ball on the floor right now and get to the rim. And he's finishing violently. He had like 4 or 5 dunks in a row. That's impressive.
Like I said it last game. 18 shots again tonight. I like what I'm seeing in terms of a progression offensively from Trey. There's still a ton of stuff he needs to do defensively, although he is becoming a little more of a factor, like help side. He's still not the best on-ball defender. By not the best, I mean he's still not very good. But just activity level, like just energy and activity level defensively is improved. And I really think he's becoming a better like his skill set is better. He has more tools in the toolbox offensively now than he did a year and a half ago.
Trey continuing to shout out to David Graham, man. Make sure check out the bird rights. My bad.
No, you're good. I mean, I agree. I like what I've seen from his like growth offensively, especially like I said these last few games. I really like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, that, like I want him to lead the team in shot attempts every game.
Yep.
I don't give a. You can go for 20. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. You're not this again. This almost mimics Trey's rookie season, if I'm not mistaken, when everybody got hurt. It was like that January stretch. It was like, all right.
I think it was the second season.
It was that second. Was it the Josh Richardson season?
Yeah. Zion hamstring
Yeah.
season, like right after that.
Yeah.
And like you couldn't do anything offensively.
Yeah.
Like, okay, just play him, right? Because you're gonna need him eventually. So this would mimic that same time period. And Willie Green did not play him. Now you kind of have to play him. So if I'm Trey, I don't care if they run a set for you. I don't care if they don't. Shoot everything. Try to get to the rim. Do something, imaginable to try to get yourself open, bro. Because you're gonna need this. Take advantage of this time because you may not ever get it again.
Mm-hmm.
I think Trey, he's showing signs. I mean, there's obviously still a lot of things that you want him to do more of. Like, you talk rebounding, and I think when people hear that, they think you want him to get 10 rebounds a game. I'm not even ask for that. If he give me a consistent 7, 8, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need a whole lot. Maybe a block a game, a block in the steal. You know what I'm saying? Get his stocks up. And I saw this handle. I saw this saying he needs a handle. And I think that every NBA player should know how to like have a proficient dribble. But I think it depends on who he's on the court with, because that wouldn't necessarily matter if he's not dribbling the basketball like that, because that's technically not what you have for his future. He's not gonna be that kind of player. Like if he could do it, it's Lanyap. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I wish Grub could expound on this, because
me too. I never watched Willie talk though. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yo, I wanted to ask, like, because you see what's happening with Keegan. Like, to me, Trey and Keegan are like parallels to a degree. I think Keegan is a better shooter. Maybe not this season, but I think overall he's a better shooter. The motherfucker set the record in the Pelicans building, ironically. But I think by him never really being asked to do too much, it's stalling his growth as well. Because now they're just like, look, we just need you to be a 3-and-D guy.
He's having a stinky.
Yeah, he having a rough year. And this was a guy who was untouchable in the offseason. You got to imagine with the Fox shit going on that I think Keegan might be up out of there, truthfully. But I think Trey can potentially be better than a Michael Porter Jr., better than Keegan. And it's just about, can you get to the free throw line? Can you get those stocks Leo talking about? Can you get those 6-7 rebounds? So Michael Porter Jr., motherfucker, 18-7, and he's like the third option. Some nights he's the fourth option behind Westbrook. Still averaging 18-7, shooting crazy from behind the arc. So it's just gotta rebound, get to that free throw line, man, and keep it up. I think he was averaging about 3 recently. If he can get that up to like 4 or 5, keep attacking the rim, going for them dunks, his wingspan and his ability to dunk on people, that's gonna get him to the line. He just has to keep doing it.
I think to your point, man. What Keegan and Michael Porter Jr. have over Trey, just have better coaching, man. They have guys they have guys that's gonna put them in a position that is advantageous for them. Trey has never had it. He just never had that opportunity. Yeah, he's more athletic. I think Trey has a higher ceiling than Keegan. I don't know about MPJ, but that's debatable. But if you put them, let's switch around the roles and see how well Keegan does in New Orleans under Willie Green. Let's see how Michael Porter Jr. would do under Willie Green. It'd all be different. Yeah, it'd all be different. We'd all be talking about him in a different light. But I think Trey has the utmost potential. We'd just like to see him under some tutelage of a real NBA coach.
Man. Hey, I got a question for y'all. I saw this in the chat too. They was asking about we were on 2025. They were asking what general manager and what head coach would you like to have on this team?
Question. Ross?
I'm not gonna pretend to know general managers or have done any research on that part of it. I just want to see James Borrego as the head coach for a little bit. I don't, if you get into the offseason, there's more research I could do, but it's more for me of I've seen enough of the guys that we have to know that we need to make a change, but I haven't gone and poked around to see who, what GMs. Yeah, Bob Myers has a good history for me. I mean, that sure, if he's willing to take the job. But you got to understand you're at such a low point that I would take anyone over Willie Green. And I don't particularly, I will say this, I don't need another first-time head coach.
No.
I don't care if you think Rajon Rondo would be the best head coach on earth. I don't want it. I just don't want another first-time head coach. Not unless it was somebody with a long history as a successful assistant somewhere. But even then, I think I probably, if the roster is going to look the way it looks right now, you need somebody with that's just not so green.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Chaka.
Where is this food?
That's good, man. This guy's good. What you think, Bob?
Someone just said, Coach said Sam Cassell. The first time head coach, I wouldn't mind. That guy's been in the system. He's been under Ty Lue for what?
Let's see, as long as he's been in,
maybe a decade or so. Guys like that, I wouldn't mind. Again, I don't know too many general managers, upcoming assistant general managers that are trying to break through. This always feels like the Pelicans always feel like a job where you get it just to move on to the next route. I would like guys with some sort of experience or some sort of style. Matter of fact, I saw what's his name? Isaiah Thomas, Pistons Isaiah Thomas, talk about how the NBA used to be about different teams had different styles of play. Mm-hmm. I would love a general manager to come in with that kind of attitude. I would love Isaiah Thomas if he was available, wanted to kind of put together a team, because analytics, we could talk about this another time, but analytics is driving so much. I want somebody to kind of get away from that a little bit.
Let's talk about that. Let's expand that point.
just get away from analytics driving your decisions. They should be supporting your decisions or your ideas, but not driving them, because then you kind of become stale. Golden State broke the mold when they said they were going to get up a lot of threes, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the way they get up a lot of threes is actually like the truth serum, right? That's the most important thing, not just shooting threes just because they're available. No, having the right people shoot threes is the most important thing, not just put non-shooters in corners and say, hey, let's shoot the open corner three. That doesn't work that way. The NBA shouldn't work that way. These are real people. If that was the case, we should just have robots playing basketball and we can just watch them score 100 points, first one to 100. No, we should look at it like it's art. Every general manager and head coach should be in lockstep on an idea about how the game should be played in this building futuristically. But if that's not the case, like, you got to find somebody that wants to do that. I would love Isaiah Thomas. I would love Rondo. I know against Ross' point, I would love a guy like that. At least he's going to hold people accountable.
Yeah.
And he has an idea about how he wants to play basketball.
What you think, Chaz? Who you got?
I think I don't necessarily have any names. I would like a Rondo on the staff. I think this team just doesn't respect youth. Now, you could get the disrespectful people out the building, and then that changes the conversation altogether. I think I agree with Five. I think you need someone who brings a culture with them, an attitudinal change as far as personally. I know the qualities I'm looking for. I would like somebody who may even have a military background, because this team is undisciplined, it's immature, and you have to break so many bad habits coming here. It's like, aside from instilling new habits, you have to break a ton of bad habits. Yeah. So I wouldn't particularly want to retread, but let's say if you had Tibbs, for example, or I'm just throwing a name out there, a person with a Tibbs mentality, regardless if he ever won a chip, he gets the most out of his players. Like, they might break down toward the end of the year, but you had fucking Luol Deng, like Joakim Noah, like these dudes was balling. Was he there when they had Kurt Heinrich? But he was, so them dudes was balling, though. Like, them dudes was playing hard. It was like a bunch of role guys just leaving it on. Taj Gibson, like, there's a bunch of like this moxie out there on the court. But right now, it's like, you can have the talent, but if they don't have like the heart, they don't have the guts, if they don't have like whatever, like, you look at Memphis and them dudes come onto that roster, pause. They join that roster with heart. Like, if you see Zach Edey matching up against Draymond Green the other night, Draymond couldn't. Edey a big motherfucker, but Draymond couldn't punk Edey. I done seen Draymond punk plenty of big motherfuckers. Like, dude, you just need like some dogs, and I think that starts with the head coach. As far as the GM, I just want somebody who understands sunk costs, opportunity costs, and is willing to move on quick when some shit ain't working. Like, oh, nah, this ain't gonna be it. It's time to pivot. Like, I would just rather somebody like that.
Chaz, what do you think the market is for Zion Williamson? Like, what would you accept in a trade for him?
Well, fuck him. What I would accept, probably a little low, but two good firsts, a good young player. It would have to be two good firsts, a quality young player, and a maybe a swap or a possible like young quality depth player. And the only reason I say that is because I haven't seen it under a competent organization. So that's the thing that kind of keeps you looking like, well, fuck, this team just god awful without this dude. Like, you just don't stand a chance, period. So I think if you're gonna reboot, let the new person make that decision. Like, let the new person talk to Zion. Like, look, this is what it is. If you want to go somewhere else, bro, I'll send you somewhere else. I'll take whatever I can get for you. Just go. But if this is going to be a committal situation, then let's finish it. Yo, shout out to Grub. Heard the same thing.
Yeah, shout out to Grub. I just oh shit, I was about to put that on the screen. Anybody else
update 4 days late.
Grub got it.
Yeah, I think Yeah, they said on the broadcast that Jose was like 10 days out or something.
I listened to the Knicks.
Yeah, Joel I think said he was like that Jose was like 7 to 10 days out from playing.
That's pretty good.
So if Zion's closer than that, I mean, you're talking about.
I got Zion returning at the Clippers game because that's the last home game, 30th. But I don't know.
I can't find a good Pelican stream, so I'm always listening to the other team.
They're giving away free antennas about 3 fucking months late.
I really can't. I'm this irritates me so much. I can't
talk
get over
about it, Ross.
I just can't get over this shit. I really can't. I don't know why it bothers me so much. I can't get over that in 2024 we got an organization that is giving away antennas.
Antenna gate.
So that local fans can watch games. Like the fact that this is a thing, it feels like an Onion article or something like a spoof article or something like I mean, think about that. In 2024, they're having it just pisses me off. It doesn't even irritate. It fucking pisses me off. It's so ridiculous. Like, how is this the media setup that we had? Like, why is whatever?
Imagine Joel Myers like, for the first time, Pelicans fans, I know you're liking the new broadcast. We're in color.
Yeah.
My fucking black and white big bag TV. This shit is terrible.
You know, it's crazy because people be like, people are essentially like, you know, you guys should be grateful that organization are giving you free antennas now. And I've said this like maybe on the first podcast of the season. I'm not disrespecting my TV by putting an antenna onto it. It's just smart. It don't need that.
Nah, break my whole fucking TV.
Yeah.
I can't type no more on my shit.
I'm good. I don't need to do that. You need to come up with another way for me to watch the games.
Fucking
for us to watch.
rabbit ears.
That's crazy, dog.
For such a cheap organization, man. Like, you had an opportunity to put out a product. You got Pelicans Plus. You tried to make a profit from it. That's the thing that actually gets on my nerves more than anything. Like, you could have just gave fans a simple base price, like an entry price of $5 a month. You probably would have just broken even on whatever it was, but you just would have gave everybody, instead of giving out, antennas, right? You could have just broke even on the telecast. That just would have had people like, I could pay $5 a month to watch all Pelicans games. That's it. That's what you should have done. That would have been an easy swap and allow people to, just enjoy your product for once. And because
you're losing fans. Like, it's crazy. On top of the fact that your team sucks and that you're currently the worst team in the league, you're losing fans because there are still people that want to watch the game and can't. Like, that to me is insane.
Imagine trying to watch a fucking NBA Cup game, a red court NBA Cup game on an antenna TV. Come on, man. Shout out to Will. Shout out to Will Chill, that 10-piece. The broadcast matches the organization. Everything trash. Yeah, man.
Shout out to Will Chill.
It's garbage.
This is the point. Shout out to Kai, man. The antenna thing isn't a problem. The problem is it being the only way for you to watch locally for free. Locally, the game should be free, and everyone who doesn't have the internet, cool, but make it accessible for both. I agree. I think that's the issue. Like, I see people in Baton Rouge and other surrounding places saying that even with the antenna, they still can't watch the game.
No.
Justin says here locally, can't like with the antenna, it's terrible.
But that's the thing. Bars can't even watch it, guys. Like, think about like the business establishment, right? Like, I went to I frequent a place called Down the Hatch, and
what you know?
A little bit. But listen, like, they put on sports game all the time. Like, oh, can I watch the Pelicans? Like, man, we can't get it. The bars can't get it. That's where a lot of people make their money.
The place next to our house is owned by Mickey Loomis. They can't catch Pelicans games. He owns the damn bar. He owns it, and they cannot catch Pelicans games. It's like, what are we doing? We're hustling backward. What are we doing?
Get it ready, yo. Like, you listening to Cassius Clay fight, Sonny listening to some shit. Okay, he throws it right. Oh, down goes Frazier. But this is terrible. everything about this team is this is fucking awful, bro. Like the Pistons just beat the Suns. I'm telling y'all, man. I'll be trying to make that call for Devin Booker this offseason. The Suns stink. And you get Bradley fucking Beal. Yo, so what y'all think gonna happen? Y'all think we're gonna have a quiet trade deadline? Because to me, it's too many teams that's way worse than they should be. I think we see some moves.
I think it's gonna be quiet on the Pelicans front.
Oh yeah, probably with us. Yeah,
I think you make one move. I think CJ is the move you probably make. That's it. Because CJ deserves to get out. But other than that, off season, Brandon Ingram walks.
I think Miami got to do something though. Like, but see, Bradley Beal. First, you got to convince Miami to take Bradley Beal. If Bradley Beal got a motherfucking trade, he got a no trade clause, which is insane. But you got to convince Bradley. You got to convince Miami to give you Jimmy, because Miami just let a motherfucker walk like they did Dwayne Wade. Like, we don't care. Go ahead. This is Miami. Like, so
they let a dude walk that they put a statue
up. Like, they don't give a fuck.
For
Like,
real,
you know what kind of precedent that's?
oh,
like,
they don't care at all. they turned this dude to a journeyman. They turned Dwayne Wade went to the Bulls. He went to Cavs. They turned this man to a fucking journeyman, bro. Say Bill ain't leaving Phoenix. Yeah, they stuck. The only option they got to get like some, because I don't think KD got no super high trade value, honestly, because he's so injury prone at this point. I think they only option is to get like some real shit back. You're gonna have to move Booker. And I know a person.
The dude, Rob McCoy. Shout out to Rob, man.
Shout out to Rob.
So I thought
Appreciate
about
Rob.
this a lot. I thought about this a lot.
It's gonna happen.
Would OKC be emotionally attached to KD and give up more just because they have a lot to Phoenix to balance it out, right? Like, all right, if we bring KD in, that gives us another elite scorer, also shooter. He won't be asked to do the dribbling, any of the screen setting. It'll just be he's the guy we're kicking to for threes, and it makes a lot of sense.
What's it been, 9 years?
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, KD going home. They're the number one team in the West. They shoring up themselves. They're getting Chet back.
Hey, listen. When I saw that KD sneaker commercial last year,
Yeah,
and Chet was in it, and it was the OKC skyline.
say that, dude.
I said, yeah. I said he trying to make a play for it. He going back home.
It'll be interesting. If I'm OKC, I probably don't do it.
I do it.
They do it, Chet. They gonna be nice too, dog.
I know they're gonna be nice, but the only reason I don't do it is because I know I'm buying like 2 years of KD. Because I think even though KD still
year and a half.
Yeah, maybe a year and a half.
I mean, even if you traded for him right this second year, it's a year and a half.
KD just look, even though KD's still awesome, and even defensively, like I can imagine him and Chet defensively, like it would be crazy. Yeah. But I'm just like, man, damn, like I'm giving up a lot of firsts, because what if somebody cold-blooded become available?
This is why you have the war chest. This is why you built that up. This is the reason why.
And you got to think they got a crazy. What did I said it a couple shows ago? It's like 13 first rounders in the next 3 years. It's like a stupid amount.
So let me ask y'all this. Everybody healthy on OKC, right? Everybody's healthy. Can that team beat the Celtics 4 times?
With KD there? With
KD there?
Oh wait, yes.
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 Yeah.
Y'all think they beat the Celtics 4 times?
Without KD, no.
Oh, without KD, no. I think Boston can kill them. I ain't gonna lie. That's a good one though. That's a good one.
I think that makes what's the point of having that? What's the point of having all these picks? It's just say you have them. Yeah. You can figure out a way to.
I think
the crazy thing is what's interesting about that trade, or most interesting really for me, is I actually think it helps OKC maybe move off of some of the players that they probably quietly would like to move off of,
like Lou Dort.
To free it. Yeah. Like you get out, like Lou Dort specifically, but there are some other of the problem is what all do you have to give up? right? Like how what is Phoenix willing to accept from a player perspective, and how many picks they're going to want? I really don't know how much Phoenix can command. I personally don't think Phoenix does it, because I think what they're probably going to tell themselves is we just need to get into the playoffs
and everything gonna work out. Like y'all got swept last year.
We just need to get in the playoffs healthy.
Yeah.
Just find a way to get in the playoffs healthy, and then maybe kick the can one more year. But if I'm OKC, I really got to think long and hard, man, because I mean, when you got to think. I feel like part of the reason KD kind of continues to pick up these injuries here and there is because not only is Phoenix asking him to carry like a huge burden offensively,
right,
but he's having to do way more defensively than he should. He goes to OKC, he really ain't got to do any of that shit.
He just got to chill. He can be 3-and-D.
Imagine that. Like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't even really need the defensive part of that much. He's really
that would be a nice team.
KD catch and shoots. Like, hey, bro, really good coach. I would, if I'm OKC, like I'm throwing Phoenix like bones. Like,
yeah.
All right, Dort, cool. You can take him. I don't know how you kind of figure out the salary.
You probably have to give up Jalen though. You probably
no.
Jalen
Williams. No.
I think you probably if you give them picks because they really need picks.
That's what I'm saying.
Just giving up salary.
You're just giving up picks and salary. This is a year and a half of an old player. Like you're not giving up.
Phoenix, like, give me 2 first. Shit, have 3.
Nah,
have another one.
No, so let me ask y'all this. Oh, go ahead, lead on my back.
Oh no. I just gonna say I think there's a stat with Phoenix that like Phoenix is 15-2 or something like that when KD plays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why I don't think they do anything. I think they would convince themselves because for them to do this deal, they're basically starting over, and that's not just it's basically the same thing we talked about this summer. That's not a one move. If you trade KD, in my opinion, you're really moving off. Like you're starting over. But I do think. Look,
see. That was you, like,
yeah.
You saying that, Ross? But like, how many teams have won when they kick the can? How many teams have been successful by kicking the can? I would be more interested, like, teams should be like weary. Like, I would be more interested in this draft class that they were posting about than trying to win a championship, because you're not going to really be close if you're Phoenix. Like, you're not beating the Celtics. You're not even getting out of the West.
I agree.
So. Yeah. If you just be real about yourself and understand like your place in this, I'm calling OKC.
I even shout out to Dorian, man.
What up, dude?
I think the real finals gonna be in the East this year. I think the real finals is I still think Cleveland calls for CJ. I think they at least be kind of interested because LeVert kind of and Strauss, this dude, like. It's like Vanderbilt with the Lakers. He never plays. So if they could add something, because they can't fuck with Boston. Like they just can't.
And they barely can fuck with Milwaukee. Like,
they barely.
Milwaukee's finding their shot. So
let me ask y'all this though. Go ahead, Ross.
No, I was gonna say the problem. I look at Cleveland. It's just hard it's difficult for them to make a deal.
Who that? Cleveland?
Yeah, like it's not,
What?
I mean,
it's really just two salaries. It's just
Strus and
LeVert.
Right.
Yeah, it's just those two.
But like you're all right. What do you got to throw a pick in? Got to throw
probably a protected first.
Yeah, nobody wants them cats.
Yeah,
they're tricky to me. But the team that obviously we just talked about them. But I think OKC definitely makes a move. I think OKC takes it. If it's not Durant. Because we talked about them a couple weeks ago in the CJ, and we were talking about Herb and players like that from the Pelicans. I think OKC takes a big swing here soon, like a meaning. I don't
imagine know. The upgrade of imagine upgrading Luke Dort with Jimmy Butler,
and that's exactly right. Is because they have the available salary space to do it. They have the picks to do it, and they have the motivation to do it, right? You're 20-4 or whatever they are. You're first in the West again. You have this young team. You really don't have that much salary on the books. Like, they're the team that it's like, what are you waiting on? Because you got 2 spots on your roster that you could like significantly upgrade. Significantly. Like the difference at Lou Dort is average as hell. Like you could,
and you got
Not to
Caruso
the
now.
Pelicans.
yeah. Well,
Not
that's
to
what I'm saying. You got you. They have 2 spots on that roster that they could.
And they got Caruso. You can, like you say, move Caruso. I want this. If I was OKC, this is what I would do, right? Because I don't think OKC is like a playoff team unless it's the Pelicans. But I think OKC probably losing the first round, especially if you don't get Chet 100% back, and the other Jalen Williams hurt too. And Lou Dort ain't shit in the playoffs. But if I'm a team like OKC or even the Pacers, I might say, look, that Boston team got to break up probably by next year or a year after that, because the new owners is coming in, and once Boston got 1-2 rings, that's it. They ain't really tripping, I bet. Do you take the chance on a Brandon Ingram just being like, look, we getting him for pennies on the dollar? Like, you know what I'm saying? We gonna bring him here. He gonna be the 3rd option, 4th option. We going for it about 2 years from now. It's gonna all work out. Do you take the chance? If you're the Spurs, do you take the chance? If you're like, look, Wemby, we ain't Chris Paul about to get out of here. We just got him to teach Wemby, and he's like a coach on the floor. You got Castle, you're going after Fox. You're gonna need a 3rd option. Now, Brandon, like, you know, like, do you kick the can if you're one of those teams that's not really serious this year and say, but next year we're gonna have Brandon, we're gonna have X player, and we're gonna have this player. All we missing is another really good player in Brandon.
I think OKC sees themselves as immediate winners right now.
Yeah.
I don't think they see themselves like, I'm gonna get out. Like, there's no way they bring in Brandon Ingram with the kind of energy that they kind of have, right? The almost college-like feel of their organization. No, I don't think that works.
Hey, bro, he scored a total of 40 points in 5 games against us. We're good. Lito, anybody?
You saying OKC bringing in Brandon?
No, any team that's close, but you like, y'all can't beat Boston.
I don't know if Brandon helped with that, and that's not a diss to Brandon. I'm just saying, like, for instance, if I think I was reading if they were to acquire another player, Boston that is, they probably had to lose Porzingis. So if you substituting this for that, I don't see the allure of adding Brandon and losing Porzingis. Like, if I'm trying to think who another championship contender.
What about Minnesota?
Minnesota, Milwaukee, somebody like I still like Milwaukee's a team that's definitely going to make some kind of move.
You think? See, Milwaukee fucked up though, because they got to find somebody to take Middleton, because they above that second apron. So
he played much better too.
Oh yeah, Middleton. Well, he the reason they looking all right. Like if you Minnesota, do you say, all right, look, we had some interest in the past. We'll give you Vanderbilt and whatever.
Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota.
You talking about McDaniels?
Yeah, McDaniels, not Vanderbilt. Yeah, McDaniels. We'll give you McDaniels and we'll give you Nash Reed for Brandon right today. We'll do it today.
Where do I sign?
Do you think Minnesota would do that?
I don't know.
They're between a rock and a hard place right now.
Yeah, I don't know. That's like,
I can see
it. Brandon's not hurt. I mean, he's hurt, man. Like,
that's the fucked up part. But they know they can't beat Boston neither.
Yeah,
or that way.
Randall.
That's what they're gonna try and do.
The thing with Randall gonna opt out.
Oh,
because he making like he gonna decline a contract, making 30. He gonna try to go for that his last big contract.
You think Randall declines 31 mil? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
The only reason I say that because like Jimmy, right?
Yeah, like 31 or 32.
And because Jimmy looking at it like, well, shit, I'm giving up 80 probably to hold on to this 50. Or I could be giving up 100 to hold on to this 50. Randall might be giving up like 4, even if he did 4 years, 20 million, right? Each. So that's 80 million. If he turned down, if he say, I'm gonna roll the dice with this 30, he might, by the time he a free agent again, he might be looking at 15 a year, might be looking at 12. Like he might be in a Brandon situation.
Hey, bro.
That's what I was just thinking. Yeah.
I think he craps out. I don't think. I don't
think. You think he stick with the money?
Yeah, I think you better stick with that money
because he I think you just equated him to Brandon. I look at him more as like a Tobias Harris type. Like you gonna roll those dice and you're gonna end up with like a shitty team giving you 2 years and you're gonna get 2 years and $40 million.
Yeah,
2 years and $38 million or some bad deal. Like I don't know if there's $100 million for Julius Randle. You might want to just hold that 30, see if you can get traded, see if you can get yourself traded.
Yeah, Randle hate New Orleans too, so he wouldn't come anyway. But I think he was talking to Josh Hart when he said that. Matter of fact, like, God damn, y'all, like what the fuck? Fucking, I hate this. You said it.
Oh man.
Let's see. The Lakers won. Pelicans lost, of course. So the Pelicans are 11 games. No, damn, this shit is so crazy. So Pelicans are still 10 games behind. Minnesota lost to Golden State. So Minnesota's 14-13. They got to move Randle or McDaniels.
Mm-hmm.
And New Orleans is 5-24. So 11 more losses, but still officially 10 games. You know, I'm weighing you down.
Josh Hart busted into the precedent, but
role players got too much of a
role.
I ain't gonna lie though. Like I don't know what Josh Hart did to earn so much. Like the bar is so low here, dog. Like that's crazy. Like man,
untradeable. Even weird, for CJ McCollum.
Man, all that disrespect. Josh Hart then paid this team and this yo. That's why they just sad. They just soft, bruh. Like they played real tough in the first half, but in that second half, it just showed you like this team just is soft, dog.
You think somebody like Memphis would be interested in CJ? Like they've been starting the little rookie Wells or whatever. I wonder if somebody like Memphis wouldn't be down to give you like Marcus Smart and the white dude you like Santi Aldama.
Oh yeah, Santi, nice. Yeah.
I think they would.
Hey man, I always think about like teams that like they need that extra push. I think they would need CJ more than they think they would, right? Because they can be a little childish at times, right? They do a little bit too much, but I think CJ wouldn't slow them down in a sense, but also give them like perspective on certain things. So this could be an interesting move. I'd like it if I'm Memphis.
I mean, this. If they call right now and say we'll give you Brandon Clark and Marcus Smart for Brandon right now. Wait, and wait, there's more. And a first.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm taking the deal. I gotta take the deal.
I was probably gonna say yes before the first.
Yeah, because it give you more time anyway.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying?
And just
more time.
And it breaks the it breaks that 35 Brandon's making into a 20 and a 12, which is just easier to move. Like for me, people get mad about it, but or people in the chat stuff like. For me, Brandon is gone. He's not in my. I don't consider him to be like a real basketball player on the team anymore because of his contract situation. It has nothing to do with him. It's just like the contract situation, how bad the team is, the fact that they really need to overall. So for me, I'm all for getting whatever value you can, and if that value comes in just breaking his contract into 2 smaller contracts that you can attach picks and shit to do something else, whatever. I don't consider him to be a real player anymore though, on the team.
This is a good question by Jesse Davis. What if Denver traded for CJ instead of BI? I thought about that, but the thing with Denver want multiple players. Hey, but see, that's the thing. Your only player, your only other second player, right? Because you can't trade Jose because they just extended him. Your only other second player in this situation would probably be Hawkins.
Jordan Hawkins, yep.
Boston.
Tice is nice.
Tice is nice. Or Javonte Green. Now Javonte can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Javonte, he got the alcoholic look. He can get the fuck out of here, right? He just awful. But if they say they want two people that could potentially start, hey, Javonte started a lot of games. You know, Hawkins started some games. You know, CJ, he a starter. I do that ASAP.
Hey, that remind me when they were starting Eric Bledsoe and they were saying they said he was a starter, so he should get like starter treatment to be traded, right? Like that's how you qualify him. Like, no.
Nah, like what
That's
the fuck?
sales pitch.
Yeah.
That's like the ultimate backhanded sales pitch.
Daniel Tice started this
like,
season.
They're like, we're looking for a starter, and it's like, well, you know, look, we've got a veteran, tough veteran. You started a lot of games. Like, they're probably in their head thinking like, oh, I wonder who they're talking about. You're like, and then you got eventually you try to give them as many like adjectives before you actually have to say the name, because you know once you say the name, they're gonna be like, man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Javonte,
start with his initials.
Yeah, you start with.
What about JG?
Are you looking for a gritty defender?
Yeah.
Okay. You looking for a veteran? Cheap contract? All right. You try to get him to say yes to as much other shit, but then you're like, Javonte, man,
he got that jaundiced look.
Crazy.
I thought you were talking about Herb or something, man.
Nah, yo, man, I do think though, Miami, Denver, all them teams that's like, yo, we gotta pivot. Even Phoenix to a lesser degree. I think somebody gonna break. Somebody gonna break and call the Pelicans. It doesn't matter who.
Yeah.
Clippers.
Clippers. But see, wait, here's the thing though. All they got is Zubac and Powell. And Powell fucking balling.
And they can't do Zubac. They gave Zubac that extension so late in this spring.
Yeah.
I actually don't.
No, he's December 15th. He's December 15th.
No. He's not.
Zubac not December? Oh,
he's not. He's late. Yeah, he's stuck. I think he's like March or April or something. Like he can't be moved this year because he would be after the deadline. I already looked into it.
Dang. Oh, my bad, Leo.
Nah, that wasn't me.
Golf Course Squad was at 10 piece. If we follow top 5 in the draft, who y'all like? I like Kamen, Mulat. The last Kamen we had was kind of wild. Chris Kamen. What's the rule you have? Wait, what's the rule? You have one of something, you have none, specifically in the Western Conference. I'm not familiar with Kaman Mulach. Tell us about him, Golf Coast. Tell us about him.
Let's see if I can find something.
Look into homie. Powell and Tucker. That's a bridge too far, timeless. Because Tucker, they literally sent Tucker home. They're like, go home, dog. Like you don't ever gotta come back.
Oh, it's the dude from Duke. Oh, okay.
That's
the tall African guy.
He like we got one of them.
We got too many projects in New Orleans. We don't need another one.
And we follow the top 5. I say just trade it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Attach it to whoever you traded and just trade it. Like,
yeah, because the better draft is actually next year. So
see if you could get 2 firsts next year or some shit. Sign a trade with Houston Ingram for Sagoon. They tried it.
They tried that. They said no.
Yeah.
Houston said no.
They said fuck no.
Houston said no.
Yeah, that was the first rumor we heard. Huh?
Yeah. It's funny sometimes you hear some of this stuff and it's like, what would you say?
Yeah, right.
Like if I'm Houston, like as a Pelicans person, sometimes you start proposing these things. It's like, they're not doing that. They're not gonna do that.
I think. Well, I was saying, I was like, man, this before like the injury. Denny from BYU, the only, him and what's the other dude, Jaku? Yeah, he's all right.
See, I don't like these names.
It's real. The league real foreign.
I bet you don't.
I like somebody named like what happened to all the Smiths and Jacksons? Like what the fuck? Like Tyrone Jackson, motherfucker. Tyrone Jackson actually averaged 27 points.
See, like here's another one.
He nice too though. He nice.
Yeah, KJ.
Say the last name.
KJ. I just call him Yaku. It's probably Uconis or Yakuchis.
I just call him JK.
Yeah, fuck it. Like I just call him. He gonna be playing for the Spurs.
Spurs
draft like that.
Ain't
Blue Jay.
Man, let's
Why
let's
not?
play a little ad. Do some fucking
Pay some
Bill
bills.
questions.
Let's
And
pay some bills and get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, man. What commercial y'all want to see, man? We got
DraftKings?
Oh, we got to run a
Nah.
DraftKings.
Do we have to? No.
What,
ain't gotta,
no?
nah, you ain't got to run no DraftKings. Let's give the people what they
Damn.
want.
Company Burger is the official burger of Pro Pels Talk and Boot Crew Media. Located at 4600 Ferret Street, Company Burger has been locally owned and operated for 11 years. Grind the meat, bake the buns, make the mayo, get the homemade tots. Company Burger uses Creekstone Farms prime beef to create the best burger in the city with milkshakes to go and a full bar. Company Burger is open every day besides Tuesday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Can't make it out? No worries, we have you covered. You can order online right now at thecompanyburger.com or check them out on the Toast or Uber Eats app. Company Burger, the official burger of Boot Crew Media.
Capital B on that prime beef there.
Ross, you wanna
Shit.
address this? I don't even know what this means.
Winglistic hater?
Gene-
Wingostic. Sorry, Wingostic.
Sure, I am a hater. I don't know. I'm not sure what that other word is.
Oh,
But if you want to classify me as just generally a hater, that's cool.
Fuck it.
Someone who believes that their own country is always best.
Oh, I wouldn't say that necessarily.
No.
It's just tough, man.
Motherfucker called Ross a proud American.
Yeah,
You're a proud American.
I mean, it is. I had a conversation recently. Like, it's people. I don't think people realize how foreign the league is. Like, go look at the last 10 MVPs. Go look at the last handful of drafts in the top 10. Yeah. Like, it's there's really not, and I don't care one way or the other. I was kind of saying that in jest earlier, but like, there's a lot of foreign-born players taking over the NBA. I don't know whether it's just the growth of basketball overseas, and it really has nothing to do with like the way American development is trending, or whether those two things are having an effect on each other. I just know American players ain't been getting drafted in the top 5 as much. I mean, whatever.
Basketball.
I think it's a layered conversation, but carry on.
Yeah, man. My bad. You.
No. I'm with Chaz. Layered.
I'm gonna get this a couple super chats in here, man. Y'all see anything else y'all want to start?
Appreciate y'all, man. I think Golf Course had one as well, right? About Detroit.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on.
Hey, chat. I mean, while Lito looking at that, bro, we was only supposed to do this pod for 30 minutes.
For real?
Yeah.
30 minutes, man.
Yeah,
we stayed for y'all, bro.
Yeah.
Not really a question, but Austin Tyler said we need to be like Phoenix and cut the food prices. I couldn't agree more, bro. I couldn't.
Salute.
Another layered conversation.
Yeah.
Salute.
It's crazy. Get some seats with cushion in them.
Yeah, it don't break. That ain't all cut up.
That's not the press ass blue either.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Wow, the seats different colors.
Willie.
That's to make it look like there's people in the seats on TV.
Yep.
That's a known.
Yeah. Cardboard cutouts. Yo, Kai, I ain't gonna. Willie was tripping though. Like I don't know. Willie had one of the worst second halves I've ever seen him have. Where it's like as soon as they set Trey down, they couldn't do nothing either. Like I don't know what the fuck was going on. J.R. East, God. Yeah, back-to-back terrible threes. like what made you shoot the second one, brother? What the fuck?
Man,
Willie might be a genius. We might have been underestimating. The guy might be a genius.
Don't settle. Go hard on them dudes. Everybody's trying to play the right way. Salute. Be aggressive.
Man went from playing 36 minutes to 2 minutes. Like,
man.
Oh shit!
That's a shame. That dude was a top 3 player on your team at one time. His team sucks. Go ahead, Leo.
Belligerent.
Nah, that's good. I think we answered this, but would y'all want Porter? I think Porter Jr.
Porker,
Hey, man.
we got a porker here.
Crazy, dog.
We don't need.
Yeah,
Porker, a little. You know, what I'm saying? Matter of fact, hold on. Let's cleanse us.
We ain't no motherfucking freaks. We some family men. We getting it paper. Know what I'm talking about?
Not Junior. Makes it even funnier.
Yo,
It does. It does.
yeah, it does. It's like, damn, there's more of these.
His dad is a Porker too.
Whole family.
the fuck?
Whole family. They got a generation of them.
Oh,
This dude got mad brothers too. But
Hey, this is a good question, right?
I would like that trade though.
This is a good question right here, man. Why the Pels hated JV and they still play dry coverage?
That's a
I
great
mean,
question.
shit, I was asking that last year when they put Larry in the game. They still play drop to say he was the better, you know what I'm saying, all ball defender, but whoever won't.
You answered this shit. It's crazy. It's insane.
Let's see.
What's the point?
Bayou Sniper says Hawkins is more important than we realize. Seeing JRE look him off and shoot.
I told I don't remember what game this was, bro. It might have been, I don't know what they might have won this motherfucking game. No, it was the Indiana game. This man Porter caught the ball in transition, did a 360 spin, dish off the Zion for a layup. I'm like, bro, who the fuck do you think you are? Like you think you Sidney Dean of a white man can't jump? What are you doing?
Out there acting like Porker Jr.
Yeah, it's motherfucker. He Porker Jr. out here. No, he think he Porker Senior. He think he Trey Porker.
He OG Port.
Yeah, OG Pork. Big Porky. Big Porky. Big Porky. What the fuck?
Oh, man.
Porky too. Is that Electric Boogaloo? Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Joyce Silver. I'm lit on this, but what's your thoughts on Jeremiah Fears? He's the Dame Litter, Brandon Roy. Shout out to Ivory Clark, man. Ivory Clark been texting me this for like a month now that he believes Jeremiah Fears is probably the best guard in this draft. I ain't gonna lie to you. I have not seen him play basketball yet, but I am going to watch the files.
See, I like this name.
Yeah,
you like, yeah.
This is a name that you know. You like, hey, you know, we about to draft Fears.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's real American.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Want to watch some college basketball? Hey, bro, watch the women's.
Hey, Juju and Paige tonight.
Yo, Paige and Juju went at it tonight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, about that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Shout out to the girl from LSU, Michaela, too. She got no offensive weaknesses and that shit. She nice.
I call her Mellow Anthony.
That's nice.
Yeah.
We got a lot in that game.
Yeah.
Marcus Dunn, 24. I would love to see this team with an offensive-minded coach, honestly. I mean,
yeah, me too.
Keep seeing there's one on the bench. I know a guy.
I'd like to see this team with a coach with a mind. Fuck what direction is in at this point, Marcus. I ain't gonna lie to you. This guy, Willie.
Porker.
Give that to Willie Green. And tell him I want him out of here in 24 hours. And 23 of them are already gone. You understand?
Y'all know it's wild.
I understand.
Pelicans play tomorrow, guys.
I know, bro. Justin
They play tomorrow. They play Denver, right? Who they play?
Somebody gonna lose. Somebody gonna lose too.
I'll never stomp the shit out of his ass.
I can tell you, I'm not gonna watch it. I don't. Not on the Sunday. Not on the Sunday.
Was it 7 too? It's early. I wish that shit was at
6.
noon.
Yeah, Nuggets at 6.
Jesus Christ.
No, hey, Jokic, wrap it up, brother. No kids.
Pot at 9. What we doing? Don Guillory says Zion will win championship. Ooh, with an S.
Plural.
Okay.
Hey, Don, when the pack touchdown, bro?
Yeah, need that. Whatever that is, Don, we need that, bro.
Yeah.
y'all on that gift.
Benson Wave, y'all not know we playing anymore. Oh man, Gail probably can't. Hey, it was a home game too. They probably they losing that money. They know.
No, we know we playing. We just not going or watching.
Fuck that.
I know it's on. I know it's on TV.
Spectator Insight. They holding the motherfucking tots.
Hey,
That's
man.
they can't give them away.
Can't even.
They literally can't get away.
We're trying to give them away. We got to change. We got to like call company burgers. He'll be like, "What if they score 100 points? Like, what, can we change the bar?"
To be honest, bro, I think company burgers are smart. They knew.
Oh yeah, they probably was like
also geniuses.
I get to keep my tots. These motherfuckers not gonna win.
They might have had a deal in place with Willie beforehand. Like, hey, we're not trying to let's make each other look good. We're not trying to give away these tots, so let's do what you got to do your thing. We gonna do our thing.
Just keep saying our name, guys. Keep saying our name.
Top gold mine. Well, they tried,
That's the last one I had started. But before we get out of here, I want to say shout out to John Deere, Sunshine, Standard Mortgage, Theo's, Company Burger, Scott Vicknair and the Vicknair Law Firm, DraftKings. If you want your name said on this podcast, you want we got some space commercial. Yeah. Holla at us. We shooting commercials. We could write the script for them. Like whatever you need us to do. It's a one-stop shop over here. So
and we got one of the hottest designers in the game, Lala. We can do it all.
Ice cold.
Anything.
Yeah, for real. My barber, this motherfucker, he said he trying to do some business. Y'all might know. Bro he had a curl.
when he did that, that boy had to hit him with that.
He like that. Like don't shake my hand after that, motherfucker. Damn,
bro. His hand like Booker T, bro. Like,
oh boy. You said, oh man.
Y'all seen what Justin just texted?
No, I ain't got my phone.
Don't worry, there's no concern here through me.
Y'all can hear this?
Make that clear. There's care, and we all care about this game.
Every kiss begins with K. Whatever. Man, fuck that guy, man.
It's almost, you know what? It's almost Christmas. It's getting close to Christmas. Yeah. It's time for somebody to wake this man up.
Santa baby, this slip was stable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby. Just hurry down the chimney tonight.
He gonna wake up with that guy standing over him. Keep saying, like, keep doing what you're doing. Go hard on them dudes.
Salute.
Way to coach the game the right way.
Get us out of here, man.
All right, y'all.
All right, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Be safe,
Be safe. Peace.
Yeah.